What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, my name is Dan, and today I want to talk to you about just in general what I've been up to in the last couple months, and kind of a little announcement, maybe a little bit of exciting news. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do hit the subscribe button below, because I'm releasing daily updates about what my skin looks like, how or what I'm doing, and hopefully it helps some of you guys out there. And I see a lot of positive feedback from you guys so far, so that's really good. So first of all, I want to ask you, and I've asked this in a poll in the community questions. Do you guys, and this is something that I've been thinking about a lot lately, do you guys want me to do one-on-one calls with you? If this is a yes, comment below yes. If it's a no, comment no. I just want to know, I've never really thought of this channel as being something that I want to make money off. That's not the idea here. I wanted to record a lot of the videos for myself to kind of reflect back and see how far I've come. And next thing you know, I have almost 4,000 subscribers, which is ridiculous to me. But I figured, hey, like there's so many questions that come in the comments, and sometimes I sit through them and I answer all of them, and I just can't keep up because there's so many questions. And I try my best to go through each and single one of them and give you the utmost respect and answer as much as I can. But sometimes I feel like it's repetitive, or sometimes I don't know the answer, or sometimes I actually have to research and think to myself, what would I do in this scenario, right? So if you think it's a good idea for me to do one-on-one calls, make sure you comment below if you're interested, and I might post another video talking about that as well, and a link to my calendar or whatnot, right? So anyways, the one thing I've been trying this summer a lot is to really kind of dive deep into me being myself, as far as not worrying about psoriasis whatsoever, not worrying about diets, not worrying about restricting myself in any way, and definitely not using any creams or any medications. That was my ideal scenario, is that I'm living my life the way I want, without any restrictions and without having to worry about what I'm doing or what I'm eating. So one thing that I can tell you for a fact is I've been eating chips, and I know I've mentioned this before, and this is something that's completely unique, but that was somewhat of my test to see if this is gonna affect anything. So I've been eating chips, I would say at the minimum twice a week. Okay, now before you judge, I don't really care because my body is great. I know some people don't like to hear this, but I can eat whatever I want, and somehow magically I don't gain weight, which is great. It's a gift. But then there's pros and cons to everything. I get psoriasis, right? So who knows if it's a good thing or not. So I eat chips about 2 to 3 times a week sometimes. And I've been really excessively doing it during summer, because I'll go out on the jet ski on the water, I'll be swimming, sun is shining, you get hungry, you have chips in the compartment, you start eating. And you know what? That was kind of my, on the low, I was testing to see, is anything going to change? If I keep eating chips, which is technically processed food, not good for you, blah, 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 is it gonna flare up my psoriasis? Well, I can tell you one thing. This shoulder right here was covered with psoriasis before, as you guys remember in the last video. Look how smooth it is now, right? Like, yeah, it's a little bit white spot, but no flakes, nothing. Same with this shoulder. You can see the exact same idea here. My elbows, this is what I go by all the time. You see this? It was a lot worse, but I'll say it's pretty smooth right now, right? Obviously, you see some white spots, but overall, it hasn't gotten worse. I don't think it got any much better, but it hasn't got worse. So the point is, I'm controlling it in whichever way I'm doing. Now, my face, if you take a look, I'll zoom in, like, yeah, you see a few flakes here, and I'm seeing what you guys seeing, but this is what I see too. A little bit of flakes, maybe a tiny bit of redness, but overall my face is clean. Nobody's mentioning anything anymore about my face ever. Like, I used to have friends that would say, hey, like, your face is flaky, because they know me well for many years, but now they're actually saying, wow, your face is really clear, what are you doing? And I tell them, hey, I go in the sun, I go in the ocean, I eat chips. That's all I'm doing. Now, here's another thing. I've been eating a lot of steaks lately. I don't know what it is, what got into me. Maybe because I'm trying to gain some weight. Maybe I'm trying to build a little bit of muscle, whatever it is. But 4 eggs in the morning, sometimes 3. And sometimes I will do 2 eggs with steak. And I will have maybe 1 steak for dinner once a week too. So I would say safely 2 to 3 steaks a week, and a lot of eggs during the week. And again, I'm safe, I'm alive, nothing got worse. So for those of you that said eggs are bad, red meat is bad, chips are bad, all that stuff, they're bad, well, nothing seemed to affect me personally. Maybe it affects some other people, it didn't affect me. So again, you have to do this for yourself too, and test and see what works for you, because what works for me or what doesn't work for me might be the opposite for you. So you have to try for yourself. Don't rely on everything I say. Just because I have a following, and just because I have all those posts and that you see progress from me, doesn't mean that everything I say will actually work too. So you have to try and see for yourself. Now, again, this is my test, right? I've been testing for the last 2 or 3 months now, doing what I just said. I haven't put a single drop of cream. Maybe in the last week I put a little bit, but for the last 2-3 months I haven't put a single drop of cream. The only reason I started using a little bit of cream again, and it's vitamin E cream, for those of you that are curious, I just put it on a little bit on the lower back next to the tailbone area because it's a little too dry there. Mainly because that's the part that's always covered, because I'm in the sun, I'm in the ocean swimming, but that's like where my underwear is on and I'm never really getting a tan there. So that could be the reason. That is something that I'm thinking of doing, take the jet ski out far away in the ocean, go bare naked and just like chill and get a tan there too. And you know what? That could probably help. I just haven't got around to doing that because I'm always with people, always in the group, and that's kind of weird if you know what I mean. So that's kind of the only trick that I can recommend for you. Get a lot of sun as much as you can. Jump in the ocean if you can. Swim in the salt water, of course. And then just, relax. Don't be stressed so much. Don't overthink all the things that you should and shouldn't be doing. Definitely avoid medication because you know what? You might solve the problem for a second, but overall, you're not solving anything. Like you're putting a band-aid on a broken leg. So that's my recommendation. I am really against taking any medication, any shots, any things the doctor really say, because as you can tell over the years of me doing this channel, none of the things that the doctor said or dermatologist said helped me. So I had to come to my own realizations of what to do. And as you see, something is working, right? So whether it's helping me or helping others, it's working for me right now and I don't have to go to the doctor anymore. But anyways, without rambling too much, I hope this channel helps you guys. The idea of this is to show you my progress over time, as every day or every time I make a post, to show you here's where I was, here's where I am today, and you can literally go to the very first video and see the difference. And I had, I think halfway through this channel, I had not a meltdown, but I had a moment to myself that I was being vulnerable with you guys on the camera, where you can see my face red, you can see everything flaky, and that was one of the worst, I guess, psoriasis moments I've had. And ever since then, it just went uphill from there. So just remember, we all have that roller coaster ride with psoriasis. You will have the horrible days that, let alone your job is probably pissing you off, your partner is annoying you, your friend might have said something wrong, your car might have had issues, and then on top of all that, your psoriasis is bugging the hell out of you. So that will happen. And then everything goes up from there. That's the way you have to look at it. It's all mindset. You're training your mind. Listen to Tony Robbins. Listen to all the big influencers. It will help you to read good books. All those little things will help you shift your mindset to know that you can conquer this. And I know that some of you say in the comments that I'm an inspiration for you guys, and I'm glad to hear that. If I'm an inspiration, I want to see you guys put the results too. Let's put in the effort. Let's change that mindset. Let's get this going for you so that you improve too. It's one thing to watch my videos and comment. It's another thing to actually work on it and put it on your own test so it helps you, right? Because I'd rather you type in, hey, you're my inspiration, and everything you said actually helped, rather than just say I'm an inspiration, right? Because I'm not here to cheer you up. I'm here to actually make it work for you. So if you guys like what I just said, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog.